Welcome to the manifestation culture. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to come and to be with us on today. I am Christopher D. Williams, and I am your host, and we're so honored and elated to have our new permanent co-host. Her name is
China Smith.
There you go.
Welcome.
Yes. As many of you know, if you've already watched her interview here on the Manifestation Culture, she is an entrepreneur. She is, a serial entrepreneur. She does so very much, and we're just so happy. I am honored to welcome her here as the permanent co-host on the Manifestation Culture. Thank you so much, China.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Listen, let me tell you. Listen, China, we have an amazing young lady here today who really can talk to you about transformation and manifestation. It's so great. Her name is Tiberia Morris, and I met her a few years back. We won't say how long ago, because Lord, trying to date myself. But met her a few years back. But she has an amazing story about how she has gone through the transformation of where she used to be a bigger lady. And she was, I don't exactly remember how big she was, but to see her before and after pictures are like night and day. And she's going to be here to talk to us about all of that and how it just transformed, how it came to be.
Oh, wow. We are going to have pictures, right?
Well, I would imagine so, yes, because that would be important. That we should have pictures so people can really see and understand, what it means to transform. And they can see the transformation. But what I love about Tib is she doesn't mind sharing her story at all, because her thing is to try to help empower other people that, you can do the same thing. And so she's the author also. She's written 2 books on, just one book in particular I know is entitled Sleeving Ain't Easy. And it's just like an amazing situation. So I'm going to let her talk about all of that, though.
Let's bring her on.
Let's bring her on, ladies and gentlemen. Let us welcome Tiberia Morris. Hello.
Welcome. Ms. Morris, welcome.
Thank you so much for this opportunity to be able to come and be a part of your show. And I'm grateful and nice to meet you too, China.
Hi, welcome.
Listen, Tim, we go sway back. Not way back, but we go sway back. We go a long way back. We go a long way back. Okay. But for those who do not know you, talk about who Tiberia Morris is.
Well, Tiberia Morris is bold. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's creative. She's witty. She's crazy. She's funny.
I can attest to the crazy part. Yes, I can attest to that. But okay.
Okay. Well, in a good way.
Yes.
That's who she is. But who she is out for the 9 to 5 during the day, she is a corporate internal trainer for a tech software company called Walters Clore. She's been employed there for 19 years as of this year. And not only that, she is an author, a life coach, and a minister as well. So I've got my hands in a few things. So, and also I'm a mentor / whatever you want to call it, however you want to call it, mentor, encourager, however you want to call me. But that's who I am. I am single, no children, nieces and nephews. Those are my babies. I don't have any children. And I'm a lover of life. I love people, love helping people. Like Chris said, that I genuinely love people. Love people, helping.
Awesome. Now, you said you were single, so we can run your information at the bottom of the screen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn it to a dating show.
We're gonna hook you up, girl. We got you. Funny. Oh my goodness. Well, now, Tim, listen. We're going to show some before and after pictures because we have to do this because it is so, important that people understand your journey. So let's go to the before and the after pictures here.
Okay.
Okay, so now that we've seen these before and after pictures, it's like reborn, like night and day. What was the inspiration? What was the motivation to say, you know what, I need to make a change?
Well, really, what took it there? I had lost back in 2016. I found myself in the hospital with high blood pressure. Didn't have anything wrong with me but high blood pressure. Couldn't get it down. Got it down, and then I began to work on my weight. So I got down. I started my heaviest with 401 pounds, and I got down to like 375, and then I met who I thought was the love of my life. He was going to be my forever, and got comfortable and gained some of it back and got to 385. And then found myself almost creeping up back to 400. It wasn't until we took a trip to Philadelphia to go see the Lion King, and the seats were too small. I'm going to say I was too big for the seats. And I sat comfortable for like 3 to 4 hours. And at that night, I looked over at my ex-husband and I was like, when we get back home, I'm going to consider the weight loss surgery. And so with that, I started my research, started talking to people, and decided to do the gastric sleeve. So that was the beginning of the transformation and me losing 100 pounds. And so life happened, with the pandemic and things. I got pandemic weight, and I've had life happen, other things that happened too, the divorce and other things that happened, which caused me to regain. So there is a regain that I'm battling right now. And I'm very transparent with that side of me, because that people think, oh, you took the easy way out, and think that it was the easy way when it really wasn't. But I'm on another journey now, and I haven't really spoken about this journey, which I'm getting ready to do, to go the route of possibly considering other measures. I'm not going to tell a lot of that story yet, because I want that to be a journey that I'm progressing to. And so because I want to chronically and videotape and show that this next journey of me, how the next phase I'm going to do in order to lose this 95 pounds plus what I picked up. So, but yeah.
Wow. Ooh. Well, oh my goodness. Well, listen, so you're on this journey, and when you decided, okay, this is what I'm going to do, I need to do something because I'm not comfortable anymore. I'm not happy with where I am. What did it really take mentally in order to prepare for this? Because some people think that, oh, I could just, hey, I'll just go ahead and do that and I'll be cool. And then the problem is they say it, but they don't, mentally prepare. How difficult was it for your mental preparation for this?
Being that you have to go through a psych evaluation before they even consider you for it, to make sure that you mentally can handle, because your body changes drastically. And what comes with it as well is I'm an overcoming food addict. So you have to change your mind on how you see food, and to know that your mind has to come through to say, I'm no longer going to be able to do like I did before. I'm no longer going to have to be able to eat like I did before. Can eat some of the same things, but may not be, but definitely cannot eat as much as you used to eat. So the mental aspect of it plays a big part. You have to prepare yourself for it, because you can't eat and drink at the same time. You can't, you can only eat so much at a certain portion, and it's as a certain portion. So you really literally have to, it's a mind thing, because you can stand in the mirror, because I did it myself, and didn't see myself at the size that I was. The new me, I still saw 401 pounds or 385 pounds. Yes, it just, the mirror, what I saw in the mirror did not reflect. So I had to constantly take pictures for me to see it. Because any other way, I wouldn't see it.
You thought you was still that way, even though you
Yep.
were getting smaller.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow. And
That's
that,
the
I think that's one of the different things about it, is because, you know, when you look in the mirror, it's how you see yourself at that point, you know, and it's like, okay, I'm still seeing myself this way. I'm still seeing myself that way. And not really understanding that, okay, you know what? Transformation is happening. How did you keep yourself motivated through all of this?
I had friends, I had family. For me is my why. Like I wanted it, number one, for my health. Number two, I knew that it catapulted me into my purpose, because I knew that the weight itself was stopping me from moving in my purpose, because I couldn't see beyond her, the her that I formerly was. I couldn't see beyond her. I seen myself doing things that other people did, but couldn't get past her to do it. So as I lost her, and I'm not going to say her, as this her emerged, then that's when I was able to fully walk in my purpose. So I would say my biggest support, it was family, it was friends, and also finding my purpose and knowing what my purpose is and moving in that direction. So that was my biggest push, is fulfilling purpose.
Wow. I love it. I love it. Well, listen, we have to take a commercial break because, you know, we got to pay bills around here. You know, China don't come for free. So, you know, we got to pay some bills. So either way, so listen, Tib, we love you and thank you for being here. And you're sticking around, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So listen, we are going to take a commercial break and we are coming back with Miss Tiberia Morris, entrepreneur and transformation life coach.
The Manifestation Culture is brought to you in part by Matters of the Heart Ministries with T. LaRuth Boston. Jumpstart your day and join us every Tuesday through Thursday morning on the Matters of the Heart Facebook page, where you can come alive at 5:55 a.m. Matters of the Heart Ministries is the place where your heart matters to God. And by Victoria's Collections. For the very best in organic soy candles and home decor, there's no better place to shop online than Victoria's Collections. Don't forget, Father's Day is this month, and you can get the perfect gift for Dad by going to www.victoriascollection.shop. That's www.victoriascollection.shop.
Welcome back to the Manifestation Culture. Thank you so much for being with us. If you are just tuning in, thank you and welcome. If you've already been tuned in, then you already know we got something phenomenal going on here. We have Miss Tiberia Morris, who is a transformation life coach, and she's sharing her story about how she went from 401 pounds down to where she is now. And it's an amazing story. So listen, make sure you stay locked in on this one. Go ahead, China. I know you got a question.
So, Tiberia, okay, you said you had the sleeves. I'm assuming you had the sleeve according to what your book is saying.
Yes.
Okay. So, for those that may be wondering or considering the sleeve or any type of bariatric surgery, what is the sleeve?
Okay, with the sleeve or the gastric sleeve, what it is they take half of your stomach, they make it into the size of, let's say this is your stomach, they take half of it and they make your stomach the size of a small banana. So to where your food consumption, you're only able to consume maybe, like, let's say for me, I can only eat about 3, maybe 4 chicken wings and I'm done. I'm full. I can eat maybe about 2 or 3 bites. If I have vegetables, I can eat 2 chicken wings, 3 bites of vegetables. So your food portion is really, really small. Also with the gastric sleeve, it requires you to drink at least 64 ounces of water a day. Now, am I successful at doing that? No, I'm not. Do I try? Yes, I do. You have to drink 64 ounces of water a day and take multivitamins, multivitamins and calcium pretty much for the rest of your life. There are, I found I don't like taking meds. I don't like taking vitamins. I don't like taking anything like that. So I found patches. There's multivitamin patches, your B12, your zinc, your biotin.
Like
they have
patches that goes on your arm, or
you put on your shoulder. It's a patch that you get your,
patches.
yeah, and it's called Patch MD. It's called Patch MD for those people who don't like to take meds. So I found that those work better for me. And so that's pretty much what the sleeve is. They pretty much take half of your stomach. The procedure is about 45 minutes. And you do have to go through a psych evaluation and also a nutrition class before all of it really gets going. So
how did you determine to get the sleeve versus, I know it's like a lap band, I think it's the gastric bypass and some other stuff probably. So what made you choose this one over the other ones?
In actuality, my doctor really, for what my goal, my goal was 180. And he said, for your goal, you really need to look at doing the gastric bypass. And I was like, I wasn't settled in my spirit about it. So I had prayed and talked to God about the whole sleeve. Because of course there's other options out there. There's plenty. And that's what I talk about, those other options that's out there in my book, Sleeving Ain't Easy, which gives you a rundown of what the procedures are and what it consists of, so that you can make an informed decision based upon what you and God talked about and what you feel that you're comfortable with. And so the sleeve was the most comfortable thing for me at that time. And I guess I can kind of go on and tell it now, I know. But I've decided to have a reversal. You can do a reversal, which I now am going to get the bypass so that I can lose the rest of it. Because I went with what my doctor told me ahead of time. I wouldn't have to go through this all again. But I'm choosing to go that route so that I can get the remainder of this off me, because I've been fighting.
So you saying you can go and get something else after you got something?
Mm-hmm.
You got some stomach for that?
So what's the difference
between a sleeve and a gastric bypass? What's the difference between those two?
With the gastric bypass, what they do, they don't deal with your stomach. They're rerouting the intestines. They're making the intestines. They're rerouting the intestines to connect to the pouch portion of your. They pretty much rerouting the intestines. It's like that's why they call it RNY. It's like a RN and a Y. How they reroute your intestines for the absorption. Yeah, it's the absorption of food. How your food is absorbed. Like with the sleeve, your food is absorbed to your stomach, and it has to digest. With the RNY or the gastric bypass, they reroute your intestines to where your food, it goes to your stomach, but the absorption comes from the intestines. It immediately goes to the intestines, and that's how it really works.
So are you able to eat less or more with the gastric bypass or sleeve?
The same.
It's the same. Okay.
It's the
so did you have any side effects or anything like that during your procedure?
No, and that's what I'm grateful to God about. Like the experience that people had, I didn't have. I didn't experience hair loss, because that does come with some. That is a small side effect that some people have.
Yes, lack of nutrition, something like that, because of that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hair loss. I didn't have any. I didn't have any nausea. I didn't have any pain. I didn't even have to take the pain meds that they prescribed me. The only pain I had was the gas pain. Now that part was when once I took enough Gas-X to get rid of the pain, the gas pains, that was it was settled. I literally know that God was with me through that whole thing, because I did not have any pain. I was supposed to have been out for work. Your work time, like if you have to actually go to work. The recovery time you're in the hospital for at least overnight, at least one overnight stay. Mm-hmm. And then about 2 weeks. But I was out of work for about a week, and I was good to go back, because I sit down, because I'm an office job worker. So I was back to work in a week. I was exercising within a week or two. When he released me, I was able to do my full work exercise. So for me, my biggest regret with it is not doing it soon enough. That was my biggest.
Wow.
That was my biggest regret, not doing it soon enough. Had I did it when I got to 375, I wouldn't even think about doing nothing else. But my decision, a lot of people don't know my new decision, because I kind of was trying to keep it quiet because I want to really go heavy on this next journey. Because there are people who are having the reversal because they did get to a place where they were scared to have the gastric bypass, so they chose the sleeve, and they didn't lose the weight like they wanted to. They didn't lose enough, and so
With
a
the
lot of
sleeve.
people, right, with the sleeve.
Okay.
Yeah, they if your doctor suggests, if you go in with your goal, let your doctor know that you have a goal, and your doctor will let you know which one that you will need to get in order to reach that goal. Listen to your
Okay.
doctor.
So that's important. Yes, we should always listen to your doctor anyway.
Because I should have, and my doctor, Dr. Michael Williams, I love him to life. He's in Atlanta, and so I should have listened to him, but at the time I let fear close my ears to it, and so now I'm all gun ho. I'm excited about this next chapter.
But now for this procedure that people know, the sleeve, with any bariatric surgery, is this surgery covered by insurance, or it's out of the pocket? And if so, if it's out of the pocket, what's the range cost for it? For those that maybe consider it, don't think they can afford it.
It depends with the what your insurance will allow you to do. I know my insurance covered a good portion of it. I know at the time, I don't know what it is now, so I have to go back and look at it. But I know at the time of when I had my surgery, I think it was either $14,000 or $17,000. Insurance covered a good bit of it. I ended up having about $2,000 out of pocket, but even with that, God blessed me with not having to pay that. So, and so God worked that whole thing out. So there's some, it depends upon who you go with and your insurance carrier. Most people, some insurance you have to have a letter from a doctor, your physician, saying, okay, this person, a recommendation, a letter of recommendation that they're recommending that you have this procedure. And then now I think it's more so common now that a lot of people are not needing the recommendation. Whoever they go to see to do the surgery will automatically see this person is in grave danger, or this person is significantly obese, that they need, this will help them prolong their life. And that was another reason for me having it too, because I wanted to prolong my lifespan. So that was very, very, very much so the high priority of that, because I wanted to live long.
Well, now, excuse me, I'm sorry, Tiberia. I'll call you Tib. So,
no, you call me Tiberia.
Well, listen, here's a question, because, with you going through this entire journey, and you basically decided you wanted to catalog it and share your story, how difficult was it when you decided, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write this book about this? And the truth of the matter is, because you already juggling a whole lot of things as it is, as a life coach, as an entrepreneur, as a tax assessor, just whatever it is that you're doing. How difficult was it for you to find the time and the inspiration to go ahead and to write this book?
I knew I had to write the book because people were going to see the change and they was going to know what you're doing. They were like, what you doing? They were going to ask questions. And so, and another thing to what made me write that book is Miss Tammy Roman. Mm-hmm. She made a statement about the bariatric world, and it wasn't a good statement. She made some bad light of it and said some false words about it. So it infuriated me. So I said, you know what? No, it's not easy. And everybody that I encountered said, oh, that's the easy route, or it's easy. Nothing is easy about this route either, because you can still go to your favorite restaurant and eat to your heart's content. Someone like me will want the same thing that you're getting, but it could only eat about 3 or 4 bites out of what you're getting, and it's done. We're over. We can't really. I mean, we have to enjoy the little bit that we get to eat. So it infuriated me to hear people say that you took the easy way out. So that's why I titled it "Sleeping Ain't Easy," because I wanted to educate people on the bariatric world, because people are so uneducated with it. So they make those statements.
So
They say those,
judgmental.
yeah,
Yeah,
and not
yeah,
considering how that makes that person feel.
right.
And so because I had a close friend that said something about it, but then just so happened another one of her friends had it too. So it's like you can't throw stones at something that you don't even have any knowledge of and know why people really are going this route. Um, there's so many people that are going this route because of, some people are diabetic, some people are just morbidly obese, and it's either live or die. And
Wow.
to me, is this was my way of living. This is my way of saying I want to live, and that's why I wrote the book, to educate people on it, because people are not educated on it, or they wouldn't say those type of things to people who are considering it.
Wow.
Right.
So now, for people who actually are considering this journey and they need to get in, they want to actually have something that they can do their research and development on besides just, the regular medical things that they're doing. How can they find your book?
They can find it on Amazon.com or my website. They can go to my website at TiberiaMorris.com and purchase it from there. Um, and also, I'm launching a whole community for those people who are thinking about doing it, people who are scheduled to actually have their surgery, people who've already had the surgery. Just create a whole community for us outside of Facebook. I found a platform that I love, that is going to allow us to become conducive in one area where we can just, it's going to be amazing. So I'm starting this mentorship program called the B Space Lounge. It's called the place to be before and after bariatric surgery. So
I like
you can
that.
so that you can get the help that you need and the support. Because I had some support, but they couldn't really support me because they didn't know the journey.
Mm.
When you have somebody who knows the journey to be able to support you, it makes a world of difference. And I didn't have that. I didn't have no one from the bariatric world to say, "Hey girl, let me hold your hand," or "Let me check on you, see how you're doing, and what do you need." And so that's what I'm becoming, and that's what I'm creating. I'm not just going to be the only mentor in the community, but I want to create other mentors who are actually going through this, to help them show how to help other people as well in their
I
community.
love it. I love it. Well, listen. We got to take another commercial. We do have to do these things. So, but this is like phenomenal information. And we
Yes.
thank you so much for sharing it and sharing your story. So, listen, we got to take a commercial break because it's what we do. And we're going to be back once again with Miss Tiberia Morris, a transformation life coach. And she's sharing her story about how to move from where you are to where you're trying to be. So we'll be right back.
Do you need help to find your dream home? Then look no further than real estate professional Lakiba Wallace of Maximum One Realty Partners. Remember, Lakiba is the one that can get the job done. Contact her today at lakibawallace@aol.com.
www.sharetheword.us.
Welcome to Unique Conversations with China Smith. Stay tuned. Coming soon.
Welcome back to the Manifestation Culture. I am still Christopher D. Williams. I am your host. And of course, we have Miss China Smith, who is your co-host. And we are elated to have Miss Tiberia Morris, who has really been giving great information on her journey and things that can actually help you become better, become greater, and to actually challenge your mind a little bit, in your journey in particular. Now, I know China's got another question that's burning right now, so I'm going to shut up and let her ask that question.
So, Tiberia, honestly, like, you're on your journey, the journey that you have been on, and the decision now that you're making to do a revision. Just even for the people who may be going through the same or similar things that you are considering or have done or what have you, what would you say to those people?
I would say, don't be afraid. I know for me, it came with fear. That's why I didn't do it. Because I would say, if God meant for me to have a half a stomach, He would have given me a half a stomach. I wouldn't say little stuff like that, but it was basically the fear talking. Don't be afraid. Ask questions. You're more than welcome to contact me. I am those supporting those people who are even considering it. Just to be that person to hold their hand and let me know if you decide, if you go to your visit, let me know when your first visit is. I want to be with you every stage of the way, so that because I've been there, and I would just say, don't be fearful of it, and make the decision based on you. Don't let anyone try to push you or anyone to make bad light of, because this is what you're choosing for you. At the end of the day, it's about you, your health, and your living. God said it. God said, I've come that you may have life and life more abundantly. And it doesn't mean just how people think it should be. It's to base it about how you feel about yourself and what you desire to do with your body, and how God has said, giving you the green light and okay, that this is a tool that I created for you to have that more abundantly in your life.
Awesome advice. Great advice.
Yes, that is.
So let's hold up your book. Let them see what the book looks like. Don't you have one? You have one, right?
Hey, I'm looking on my shelf. I don't have that one over here. I have it over there. But I do have my first book, but I definitely I should have gotten my second book when we was on that commercial break. My first book was on that commercial break.
First one up.
Yeah.
And so the first one is Say I Do to Greatness. This is the first book. This talks about this is actually after I had the surgery. I literally was on a mission to find my purpose and why I was here. And writing this book it's 10 steps to locating inspiration, finding your passion, and establishing influence. And so this was literally the catapult to helping me really get through the whole journey of the whole bariatric world. Sleeping ain't easy. I wish I had brought the book over here. Something told me to get it, but I didn't. But it is a book that's going to let you. I don't hold anything back in that book. I go talk about the divorce rate, how the divorce rate is high with those people who have bariatric surgery. I talk about self-love. I talk about a lot of stuff that I've talked about. A lot of it was about me, and also you get a deep dive into my journal, because I put a lot of my journal where I was journaling. Put a lot of my journal information in there just to share share how I was feeling, and to really give you what the surgery consists of, and all of the other surgeries that are out there that can help you to beat obesity. That was my thing, is fighting obesity, one person at a time, and letting them know that whatever route, if you've been unsuccessful in many other ways, don't write this off. And like I tell people, this is just a tool. This is literally was a tool to help me get to where I am, but then I'm going to get another tool to add to it to get to my ultimate place. So
what was your highest again, and what was your lowest that you got down with your tool?
My highest was 401. I got down to 243. Right now I'm holding 275. So I'm still doing pretty well. I'm still bouncing back and forth.
200 some pounds.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we are so elated that you have chosen this journey, and that you decided that, you know what, I want to do this for my health. I want to do this because I want to be better. And I think the greater part about it is that you're helping to inspire others to be able to do so again. And as we are beginning to wrap this up, because I
definitely want one of your books, both of your books. So yeah.
Yes. So I was going to go to that again. So being that we're wrapping this up now, Tell us one more time how people can actually purchase your book and how they can become a part of your new world. I like to use the word culture. How they can become a part of your new culture.
I like that word too. I like the word too. But to actually to purchase any of the books, you can go to Tiberia Morris, www.tiberiamorris.com. Tiberia is T-I-B as in boy, E-R-I-A, Morris, M-O-R-R-I-S. Or you can and you can also follow me on Instagram at tiberiamorris.com. I'm sorry, Tiberia Morris on Instagram and Tiberia Morris on Snapchat and also Facebook. To follow the B Space Lounge community, you can follow that on Instagram at the B Space Lounge. And you can get, of course, you can get both books from my website, and that's where you can find me. And please feel free to reach out to me. I am not standoffish. I'm not. A lot of people I found that they can't get any answers from people because people don't want to share. But I am all about sharing to make sure that to help you along your way on your journey, because I've been there.
Wow. Well, Tiberia Morris, thank you so much for coming by the Manifestation Culture. And you know you're always welcome here because we stand with you in your journey. We believe in you, and we believe that you can manifest the rest of whatever it is that you're trying to do with the rest of the weight and with this B Space. We just believe in you greatly here. So you definitely will be back. You know, we definitely gonna have you back. So we thank you so much for being with us. And with that being said, Miss China, this has been an awesome event, an awesome segment, and we're going to do this properly. Welcome you to the Manifestation Culture as the permanent co-host. Thank you so much. So silly. Anyway, so all right, well, thank you so much. And listen, here's the truth of the matter. You can do whatever it is that you see fit to do in this life. God has gifted you. God has given you your purpose. He has given you your desires. He has given you your destiny. And here's the thing, with his help, all things are possible. Regardless to what naysayers are saying, regardless to what anyone else says, when those people are going around saying, well, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And have you ever seen that happen before? Don't worry about them because they don't have the vision that God gave to you. So listen, manifest your vision. That's what this is all about. Walk in your purpose and let God lead you. With that being said, I'm Christopher D. Williams.
And I'm China Smith.
And we will see you next week.